This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Good evening, I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Amanda Starantino.
First at 5, 2 months of heavy, steady rain during April and May could have caused more damage than good when it comes to crops around central Indiana.
And it's not just a problem for farmers, it could be an issue for you at the store.
Working for you, RTV6's Stephanie Wade gets to the bottom of the problem.
You can see this tractor and planter behind me are not being used right now, and that's because of all the heavy rainfall we've been having lately. Farmers say they are far behind schedule with their planting.
And this is not a site you want to see come first or middle of May, because not only can we not get the planters out, but we can't get the sprayers out, we can't get the spreaders out, and so we're basically stuck.
Typically, we always get a dry spell to where we can get going, and this year that dry spell just never really came.
Farmers in Shelby County say they've planted less than 5% of their crops so far, well below the 5-year average of 57% this time of year. The prime time to plant corn is between April 20th to May 10th, and we've passed that. This impacts not just the farmers, but the entire food system that drives local economies.
While we're sitting, then everything kind of sits.
Coming up at 6, how this and international tariffs are driving down crop prices for our local farmers. Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Now, it is still early to tell how much this will impact prices at the store or availability. As the farmer said today, it is just a waiting game.
A dry and warmer day around Indiana. We even saw some sunshine, even though some clouds have moved in this evening. Chief
Meteorologist Kevin Gregory joining us now. Kevin, what changes can we expect for the night?
Well, so kind of going back to the farming story, 8 out of 14 days this month, we've had a trace or more of rain. So it's not so much how much we've had, it's the frequency from April and May. And so I salute all the farmers' patience. You know, that's one thing I need in life, and they have to have it, right?
They've got to have it, yes.
No control. 67, that's our current temperature. Guess what? We'll be 10 degrees warmer very soon as we get past tomorrow. Thursday's kind of our breakout day. Notice a scoring pylon right there. That's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's been an active day there. We'll hear from Dave and TK, I'm sure, in just a little bit. 64 in Marion, 5 degrees warmer in Clinton County, 70, that's the current temperature in Bedford. We're all comfortable, just a few degrees below average for this time of the year. Maybe it's still too soft for the big farm tractors to get out, but you're good to mow this evening. Temperatures will slowly fall, and not as much as last night. Gradual clearing, that wind out of the south, temperature still 56 at 11. Well, I'll point out some showers may cut through portions of the state tomorrow morning. This 7 a.m., isolated showers along I-74, I-70, really the west and southwest portion of the viewing area. That lingers until early afternoon. We'll talk about temperatures going into the 80s and how long they'll stay there coming up.
We'll see you soon, Kevin. Thank you. Honoring and remembering former Indianapolis Mayor, U.S. Senator, and diplomat Richard Lugar. Right now, Lugar is lying in state at the Rotunda at the Indiana State House. You can go view his casket and pay your respects until 8:51 tonight. You will also be able to do so tomorrow from 8 until 11 in the morning. Today, Governor Eric Holcomb and Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett led a ceremony in remembrance of Lugar at the State House.
He also belonged to Indianapolis, the city he made whole. He belonged to Indiana, the state he made proud. And for most of his life, Senator Lugar belonged to us, too, in a special way. We held him in our hearts.
Again, the Rotunda at the State House will be open until 8:51 tonight, and again from 8 to 11 in the morning. Senator Lugar will then be moved to St. Luke's United Methodist Church for his funeral tomorrow at 1 p.m.
All lanes of westbound I-465 are back open near State Road 37 on the south side after a wreck closed that portion of the interstate for hours. Investigators say a vehicle crashed into the back of a semi-truck around 2 this afternoon. The crash was so bad, a medical helicopter had to land on 465 to take injured people to the hospital. It is not clear how many people are hurt and to what extent.
Fortunately, there were no serious injuries after a school bus and dump truck collided on Indianapolis's southwest side. The crash happened near Southport Road and Man Road just after 1 o'clock this afternoon. Decatur Township Schools tells RTV6 the students were headed back to school after a field trip. 10 to 15 students were checked out as a precaution. The intersection is the same location that our Call 6 team looked into on Friday after they watched drivers run stop signs and get into near misses at the intersection. Our team is looking into see if the intersection's design played a factor in the crash. The condition of the dump truck driver is still unclear.
It's America's pastime, and when you're at the baseball diamond, it's supposed to be well kept and the grass cut. But for one Indianapolis charter high school baseball team, it's anything but that. RTV6's Paris Lubell is digging into the problem on the city's near south side.
This baseball field hasn't been mowed in weeks, and it's leading to missed games and missed practices for the Manual High School baseball team. The field is about a block and a half away from Emmerich Manual High School. It's been the school's field for generations. But for most of this season, the grass hasn't been mowed and the field hasn't been kept up. Jeff Breeding, a dad of a junior on the baseball team, reached out to RTV6 after he says the team and parents have gone to the school about getting the field mowed. Fed up with nothing being done, he says parents on the team and alumni have rented mowers out of their own pockets to be able to cut the grass this year. He says the response from the school has been frustrating.
That they'll cut it when it gets high enough. Well, the grass right now is almost up to your knees. There's no way kids can even practice on it safely. They can't have a game, and the kids are getting frustrated. When it's up past your knees and baseballs can be hidden in the grass, that's too high.
So whose responsibility is it? Coming up at 6, we go digging for answers. Reporting tonight, Paris Lubell, RTV6.
Thanks, Paris. And if you have a concern about your neighborhood or community and you can't get anyone to give you answers or get help, get in touch with RTV6. Email us at workingforyou@rtv6.com.
New information tonight from police and the prosecutor shed additional light into the events leading up to the shooting death of 8-year-old Kendriel Bry, while a key question remains unanswered tonight. Kendriel died in March after being shot at a house on the city's northeast side. Police arrested her father, 40-year-old Kendall Bry, Monday after police spent weeks looking for him. According to the prosecutor, Kendall Bry faces 5 felony charges, chief among them neglect of a dependent resulting in death. He's also charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a serious violent felon, possession of cocaine, and escape. But how did Kendriel Bry end up shot? That key question is not answered in the documents provided by the police and prosecutor. Mother Tiffany White faces the same charges as Kendall Bry, except for escape.
Still ahead at 5:30 on RTV6, experts say loneliness can lead to a higher risk of hospitalization, even early death. Working for you, we show you the new way seniors are coping with this issue.
And as crummy as the weather was Saturday for the Grand Prix, absolutely spectacular on opening day for practice for the 103rd running of the Indianapolis 500. I'm Dave First. Trackside 6 will tell you what happened today. One driver not only drove his own car, he drove 3 others. Coming up.
And our pagoda camera, I always want to say pagoda, but it's pagoda camera. And here's the straightaway. This is the way I can keep my eye on Dave, where he might be at the track. Where are the 80s? They're coming up in the forecast.
Tune up for only $89.
On time.
Well, the track is open. We're less than 2 weeks away from the 103rd running of the Indianapolis 500.
And it's the first day of practice for IndyCar drivers who need to get warmed up on the 2.5-mile oval before qualifying.
Yeah, we want to get right to sports director Dave First, live at IMS, where the final hour of practice is now underway. Dave.
Oh, they're warmed up just fine. How about this? Will Power, the quickest right now at 229.745 miles an hour. His teammate, Simon Pagenaud, who just won the Grand Prix on Saturday, he's second quick. And some guy named Elio Castroneves. Oh, he's a 3-time winner. And back in the NTT IndyCar Series, he's 4th quick. So Team Penske making up 3 of the top 4. Ed Carpenter, last year's pole winner for the Indy 500, he's 3rd quick. Let's show you who might be the hardest working man up and down pit road. It's none other than James Hinchcliffe, the mayor of Hinchtown, who's 24th quick right now. But consider the day he has had. He started by hopping in another teammate's car, the 7 of Marcus Ericsson. Then he shook down the 60 of Jack Harvey. Then he moved over to the 77 of Oriel Servia, who's here as well. And then finally he hopped in his own car, that Aero Schmidt Peterson Motorsports machine, the number 5 Aero machine of James Hinchcliffe. Busy man. In fact, there's the busiest man here. It's got to be the mayor, right?
You know, honestly, at a place like the Speedway, you're looking for thousands, tens of thousands of a second. And what we wanted to make sure was that the cars were as evenly built as possible. Wanted to eliminate as many variables as possible. So we put the same driver with the same tires, same front wing in each car, just to get any offsets that there might be in sensors, and just to get a sense of where every car kind of stacks up.
And they're all working together right now out on the 2.5-mile oval. Hey, join us Thursday night, another Emmy-nominated Trackside 6 special. Among the stories, the business of Graham Rahal. He's grown up around cars, loves to tinker with them, and he's now opened up a high-performance shop out on the west side in Brownsburg. Graham becoming a huge, huge part of this community in Central Indiana.
I have a lot of plans, you know. I mean, my mind never stops. When it comes to growth, I'm always on it, probably too much. I think about it too much, maybe. But this is here to stay. We're here to try to take care of the community and let everybody here locally have some fun.
Oh, they're having fun. That and more, including the latest on last year's Indy 500 Rookie of the Year, Robert Wickens. He's as determined as ever to get back in a race car. Plus, get to know Ryden Hunter Ray, like father, like son. It's all in the family for the Hunter Rays down in South Florida. And a throwback Thursday with the somewhat reclusive Gordon Johncock. A rare interview with the two-time Indy 500 champ. Thursday night at 7:30, only on RTV6. Over my left shoulder, there goes Tony Kanaan out to rip another hot lap or two. Last 45 minutes of this practice session, and TK will join us in our usual Trackside 6 segment coming up tonight at 6:18. For now, Dave First reporting live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, RTV6 Sports.
All right, Dave, thanks for that. Hiring Hoosiers is an RTV6 initiative to connect you with a new or better job, along with career advice and education. A packaging manufacturing company is planning a $3 million expansion in Central Indiana, bringing in more than 3 dozen new jobs. Opus Packaging Group is building a new facility in Whitestown that will allow the company to increase production for customers in Indiana and other parts of the Midwest. The new facility is expected to create more than 40 new jobs by the end of 2022. Construction on the building is underway and expected to be complete by July.
Right now, the American Red Cross is in urgent need of one particular blood type, and they're urging you to donate as soon as you can. The Red Cross says it is facing a critical shortage of type O blood. The organization says it has less than a 2-day supply of type O blood available for emergency rooms. You could save a life by donating. The Red Cross also says donors who come to give blood or platelets now through June 10th will get a $5 Amazon.com gift card.
Boy, you sure have a delicate touch. I didn't feel a thing.
I haven't done it yet, and...
Thank you.
A clip of actor and comedian Tim Conway on the show McHale's Navy. Today we learned Conway has died at the age of 85. He played a key role in the Carol Burnett Show. Conway once summed up his whole life, quote, "I was born and then I did the Carol Burnett Show for 11 years. What else is there to know?" Well, Conway won 6 Emmys in his career, 4 for his work on the Carol Burnett Show. Burnett is performing tonight in North Carolina, where she will dedicate the performance of her one-woman show in Conway's memory.
The parents of a man who died in a car crash while driving drunk are now suing Tiger Woods. They blame the golfer and his girlfriend for allowing their son to drive home from their Florida restaurant while intoxicated. The wrongful death lawsuit says Nicholas F. Eimsberger was served excessive amounts of alcohol before the December 10th car crash. The man worked at the Woods, a restaurant in which Tiger Woods owns. Eimsberger's parents explain why they're suing and Woods' response.
Nick was a good kid, a funny kid. He had a lot of drive, and he was taken away from us. And I just feel that he should still be here with us. And I'm just very disappointed in this whole situation.
Well, we're all very sad that Nick passed away. It was a terrible night, a terrible ending, and just we feel bad for him and his entire family. It's very sad.
The lawsuit also says Woods' girlfriend recruited Eimsberger as a bartender despite knowing he was an alcoholic. And a terrifying close call for one family.
Yeah, they found themselves in a situation that you can find yourself in if you're not careful.
Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, I like that.
Look at that, a bright and booming lightning strike just feet away from Sheila Miller and her mom. This video shows a moment of panic when a bolt of lightning struck right next to their home near Phoenix, Arizona.
The family had gathered out on the patio Sunday afternoon to relax and open some Mother's Day presents. There was a storm in the area, but they were not concerned. Miller's mom felt a shock in her toes as all the gifts blew off the table.
It was like an explosion, and we just saw this bright light, and as we all looked over, the flash was coming off the power line, but it physically felt like it went, I mean, it was just intense.
I felt something spark, you know, it was just like, and it could have just been static electricity, I'm sure, but it was just weird.
The family says the lesson they learned is you always have to respect the weather.
This is Kevin saying, "I told you so."
Yeah, a situation like that can easily happen here in Indiana.
Yes.
So you heard the rumbles, the thunder, right? In other words, the problem that we have so often is we wait for it to rain before moving indoors. So that's the thing that's scary.
The rumble is what you have to listen for.
When thunder roars, go indoors.
Yeah, there
that's
you go.
The Weather Service's kind of rhyme, safety rhyme. Let's talk about the beauty of our weather today. It's been nice. Some sunshine this morning, and then the clouds rolled in. Temperatures, they're telling a different story, at least so far. We're a little below average, but we'll get there. Temperatures about the same tomorrow. The breakout day is on Thursday. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s. Take a look around now. Cooler in the east, a little warmer in the west, but we're all in the ballpark. 64 to about 68 for your temperature spread. As we go over into Illinois, some showers. Notice they're moving to the south and east. The likelihood is they cut through western Indiana and southwest portions of the state tomorrow morning. I'll have more on that timing in a second. If you've been watching for a while, you know that at this time in the evening, if you've sent me a picture of your dog, I often take it for a walk during my forecast, figuratively take your dog for a walk. Well, it's become a little controversial. Not everybody is into the dog walking forecast, and you see why? Mark, Amanda, see this?
It's a kitty.
Oh, it's a kitty. Hey, Goose.
Yep.
Goose the kitty.
Goose had enough of the dogs going walking. So.
Goose even looks a little perturbed in that picture.
I love that.
I don't know if the dogs are going to like that very much.
Yeah, well, there's a delicate balance here. So maybe send me a horse picture. I'll ride your horse during the weather forecast, too. Temperatures, they'll be in the 50s by the time we get to 11 o'clock tonight. A good night for a walk. Showers in the morning, not expecting any rumbles of thunder. 4 to about 7. There's the rain shower activity. Western portions of the state and to the south. It just kind of zips through, moving from northwest to southeast. Definite increase in the cloud cover, even if you don't see the showers. Temperatures tomorrow in the almost category, almost to 70 degrees. Temperatures to the north may make it because I don't think you'll see the showers, and you'll have a little more sunshine. It'll take longer for areas to clear to the south as we get through the shower activity. Once that moves away, then we just battle the clouds through most of the afternoon, and they begin to break up. Wednesday temperatures, as we mentioned, middle to upper 60s. It's Thursday that it has a whole new feel. Upper 70s, partly sunny skies. Chance for thunderstorms returns, though, as we get to Thursday evening into Thursday night. There are some of the showers and thunderstorms by 7 o'clock. A few of those could be on the strong side. There's a low risk for a severe storm. Friday, 81 degrees. It begins a 3-day stretch. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where temperatures are at 80 degrees or warmer. On Sunday, 30% chance we'll see some thunderstorms to go with that 81-degree high.
Equal opportunity for all the animals.
Yes, we love cats. We love cats. There's been too much rain to get the cats out.
Right, but now here they are.
All right. Well, what's believed to be the oldest billboard in Indiana has been restored and looks good as new.
The billboard for Clabber Girl baking powder just outside the company's home city of Terre Haute has been on the old National Road for more than 80 years there. The billboard is now owned by Rolls-Holman Institute of Technology. The school worked with an artist to restore it over the last several months.
And that restoration is now complete. The billboard's working clock also made it one of the first electric-powered billboards in the country. ABC just announced its fall lineup today.
Yeah, there are some changes. So here's your guides for what you can see and when here on RTV6. This fall, we will air Dancing with the Stars and The Good Doctor on Monday nights. Tuesday, ABC will bring us The Connors, Bless This Mess, Mixedish, Blackish, and Emergence. Wednesday nights will kick off with the Goldbergs, and then it'll be Schooled, Modern Family, Single Parents, and Stumptown. Thursdays are Grey's Anatomy, A Million Little Things, and How to Get Away with Murder. American Housewife, Fresh Off the Boat, and 2020 are Friday's shows. Sunday we'll have America's Funniest Home Videos, Kids Say the Darndest Things with Tiffany Haddish, Shark Tank, and The Rookie. There you go.
Grab
lineup
the popcorn.
right there, right? A terrifying situation on a tall bridge. A dog within inches of falling off the side. The incredible rescue next.
Your replacement window hero.
A miraculous outcome to what could have been a tragic situation.
A dog walking along a ledge on Tampa's Sunshine Skyway Bridge, a ledge that is just inches wide. If you haven't seen this bridge, it's super tall and spans across a portion of Tampa Bay.
Well, cell phone video shows that small dog seemingly unaware of the danger that he was in this weekend. Emily Sarah says her family took the Skyway Bridge. She captured that video from a backseat of a car as state troopers and drivers helped that stranded dog.
Immediate reaction was I wanted to jump out of the car and go help, but I know that there were already a bunch of people over there helping him, and I knew just adding more people to the situation would kind of freak him out.
Well, a spokesperson for the Florida Highway Patrol says a driver safely retrieved the dog. Investigators still don't know why the pup ended up alone in this dangerous situation.
Yeah, but luckily that dog has outstanding balance. I'm glad to hear this one ended up okay.
Thank goodness.
Yes. Coming up all new at 6 here on RTV6, canceled games and missed practices all because of an unmowed ball field. New at 6, we are working for you to get answers for the players.
But first on the Now Indy, the president nominated former U.S. Representative Todd Rokita to lead Amtrak. Why Rokita is getting support even though he twice voted to defund the organization. We get answers next.